What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video review. Today we're going to take a look at Enterbay Lebron James. This is the Lakers version, and if you want to order this figure, head over to bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. It's $4 shipping, plus you can put it on your pile of loot, so if you change your mind, you can just cancel it anytime. Alright, so let's take a look at the figure. The boxes, if you haven't had any Enterbay figure, the box is amazing. It's a treat just opening this up. Box is premium feel, not like those hot toys. You open it up, it's magnet, and on the side there's an artwork here of LeBron James flexing. As you can see, this is the instruction manual, which absolutely offers nothing. It says here aftermarket sales, and the stand, the instruction how to put the stand. I mean, it's really self-explanatory right here. You don't really need them, and you open it up. There's it's not one of those plastic clamshell. It's actually made of foam. This is the exclusive version. If you buy it from the Enterbay website, you get the MVP trophy, which is kind of rare if you ask me. I think you only get this on Dirk Nowitzki and this guy right here. And this is LeBron James. So basically this is a third figure now for LeBron. You got the one from Miami. You got the re-release from Miami, where he does have the Cleveland jersey. I should have picked that up back then. And now this Lakers. This is most likely... Well, I hope this is not the last one. I hope they do a 2-pack of the Miami one and the Cleveland. And this comes with the warm-up suit in here. A ball, which is a little bit bigger from what I can tell. Shoes is separated, and he only comes with one pair, though. And he does have the stand, which, the lettering is kind of different from the previous Enterbays that I do have. It does have the logo now, but they've done it from the previous releases. And you got the hands right here, which is 4 extra hands. And this is the base, the dynamic pole, which is I suggest you use, because Enterbay figures are a bit heavier, and they're bigger because they're basketball players and whatnot. I always use them, and they're good for dynamic poses anyway. As far as the let's take a closer look on the accessories. So he got the pointy hands. You got the follow-through hands. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's tattoo on his hands. I didn't even know that existed. I did own the first LeBron, the Miami Heat version. There's a lot of problems with that. And I hope it doesn't arise here, because he is wearing a like a light colored uniform. But you got those follow-through hands, and the 2 hands that I still don't know what they're for. Even after all these years of collecting Enterbay. You got some LeBron James shoes in here. I don't follow his shoes or the sneaker game anymore. For the most part, I only buy like the retro Jordans. That was my time. But I know that I owned one LeBron James back then when I was still playing basketball, and they're really comfortable. But I don't know what this model is specifically. Put it on the comments down below if you do know. It comes with 4 championship trophies, which is amazing. I have like 8 of these already, so it's not that big of a deal for me. He got the warm-up suit, which is awesome. But we'll talk about some of the I guess problems that I do have with it. It comes with like the Lakers logo in there. We'll shoot this a little more in depth as well. And really nice material. It's thick, it's nicely tailored, it's properly fitted, and you do have that zipper on the front. But if you do have the deluxe version Hawkeye, the problems with its little zippers and all. The stopper always breaks. Well, I haven't broken mine here in this LeBron James warm-up, but I can see that happening in the future as well. And again, this is the exclusive version. Let's zoom in here. To see that MVP trophy right there, LeBron James Finals MVP trophy. So what a year for LeBron, man. I mean, we got the Corona. The Lakers came up on top. They're poised to repeat up until as far as the recording of this video. Obviously, things can happen. Like the New Jersey Nets just acquired James Harden. We'll see what's going to happen there, but they might repeat. And this is the the base, the stand for the figure. And let's take a look at the figure itself. The high socks, that's pretty cool. He does have the compression shorts inside, but different. I like the fact that it's white, because the other figures, as if they're black, they normally bleed into the figure itself. So I like the fact, like the Steph Currys and the first LeBron James. So the fact that it's white, you don't have to wash it. You really don't. I mean, it's not going to sustain the body, which LeBron's body is pretty amazing because he does have a lot of tattoos. So you don't really want to ruin those, those details in it. So I'm glad they went for it. The socks is white as well. So again, you don't have to worry about that. That was my biggest problem with the Miami one, was the moment I got the figure, it already had those stains. Not that it would matter so much, because it's not like you're going to display LeBron without socks or those shorts. But the fact that you paid this much money and they exist, that kind of plays tricks on your mind. I do regret returning that LeBron James though, because I did return it to Big Bad. I bought it for really cheap back then too, for $150. But that time, and not up to now, I'm a huge Chicago Bulls fan, and LeBron's killing my Bulls all the time, and I hated him. Not anymore. I moved on from that. He's in the West now, and we don't stand a chance. Like, I'm talking about the Bulls. So, and I appreciate his greatness. Still not the GOAT. Still not the GOAT. I know I'm gonna get dislikes for this, but when it all comes down to it, I picked him up. Look at that, the head sculpt right there. He's gonna be up there, man. He's gonna be in the Mount Rushmore, whether you like him or not. I know there's some old school. I got some old school viewers right here, and I'm with you guys. Jordan's a GOAT, but again, statistics wise and all, you might not like how he approached the game, like having a stacked team all the time, jumping from team to team. I get all of that. But at the end of the day, man, he might come down as the second greatest ever. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing to have. He's not going to be the greatest Laker ever. I can tell you that. That will be forever Kobe Bryant. But having 3 championships in 3 different franchises, that's quite an accomplishment. And still playing at a high level. And he's 36 years old. That is impressive. That is impressive. Again, like I said, whether you like the guy or not, whatever he does, number speaks for itself. Is he better than Jordan? Not in my book. Never will. He can win the next 3 championships, and I don't think I think that ship has sailed. So he's just, cementing his number 2 status here, making sure that maybe KD doesn't catch him. But that's it. I think that's what he's playing for. That GOAT status is gone for him, and that's not a bad thing. It's all right. Now I want to showcase here the intricacies of the body itself, because there's a lot of tattoos in here. Not that you would display him without a shirt, because those gaps are unsightly. But you gotta appreciate the level of detail that Enterbay puts in here. They've always done this. This is not the first time. I got Dennis Rodman, guys with tattoos, and they do a terrific job on doing this. The body itself that they use is beautiful, as you can see the shine in here. It's not, you can't use double jointed elbows for obvious reasons, because it's just going to be unsightly. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what we got here. I got, like a lot of Enterbay figures, and it doesn't hinder my, the poses that I wanted to make. As you can see on his ribs, there's family tattoo, the lion, his mom's name on his shoulder, and J on the back. And I didn't know he has a new tattoo on the back too. I'm guessing it's one of his kids. I didn't do research, man. I knew about the chosen one, but I didn't knew about the baby that has a is that a baby? It looks like a baby to me. Trust me, in hand there's a lot more details. It's not just a big blot in there, but there's a lot of details in this tattoos that you might not see completely in my videos. I mean, I hope you're watching in 4K, but there's tons of details. It's amazing. However, one gripe that I do have with this figure is that, as good as this body is, I wish they was selling a spare one, so we don't have to resort to bootleg ones. Because, he does have the warmer, and you can buy shoes online, like the fake ones. And those are one of those things. This is, mind you, this is $300. This is a $300 figure. It's not cheap. And you can see on his tattooed beast, and rightfully so. That is well earned. I think Carlos Boozer has the same tattoo beast. Hey man, Carlos Boozer is no joke as well. He got his time. He's no LeBron James, but he was a beast at one point. And you got the names of his son, Bryce Maximus. I didn't showcase the tattoo on his inner biceps, which he does have as well. You know, he got the, you know, both sleeves on, which is, you know, and loyalty on the other side of his rib cage. And you see that I think that's a lion or something, you know, representing King, established 1984. So it's beautiful. Now, as far as the warm-up suit that he does have, it is nice fitting. The other time that Enterbay did this was for the black version Michael Jordan, like the black jersey, but it's a completely different time as well. That was in the 90s, and the warm-up suits were a bit different. Now it has a hood on. It's more form-fitting. The fabric is a lot thicker. It's sort of like a sweater of some sort, and it shows, like, in the material that they use. It's beautiful. Now the fitting as well, it cuffs from to going to your ankle, and everyone knows that, you know, as looks as it looks great. One gripe I do have is that they didn't change how you insert the shoes. Anyone who owned any Enterbay in the past knows how difficult it is to put those shoes on. You gotta angle the point. It is annoying. It's extremely annoying. But so now, without having spare shoes and you gotta do this, it almost is a task. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, to put this warmer on. It should be easy, you know, because you might feel like displaying him in the warmer on, you know, this was one day or the other day. Now, if you want to have one, it's almost like you almost need to have a second body. Now you gotta spend money on the shoes and a head sculpt and a body. I wish they would have included another pair of shoe and another head sculpt to make it a bit more, I guess, make sense. The price, the $300 price tag that he does have. Now, this is the Michael Jordan that I do have, the warm-up suit. This is all from Enterbay. I didn't buy this in third party on eBay. So you see the difference. It, you know, obviously the time difference is huge. This is the warm-up on the 90s, where we don't really have, like, you know, form-fitting clothes back then. Everything was kind of big. That represents the time it was, but it makes it a lot easier to insert them. As you can see, there's even buttons on the side, so I don't have to remove the shoes when I'm putting it on and off, compared to LeBron James, where I kind of disassemble the figure, which is I'm not gonna do that every single time. So it pretty much renders this like a one and done, or every once in a while kind of thing, unless I buy a second body for LeBron. That's why I was saying, like, I wish it came with a second head sculpt and another shoe. That's it. I'm not asking for a second body. I'll buy that online, you know, like I'll buy a separate one of that. I'm willing to do that, but $300 for what you're getting, I don't know. I feel like it's overpriced, but I had to do it, man. Had to do it. And here he is, like, cradling his championship and his MVP trophy from his most recent championship. And you got the championship shirt as well. You got all the branding, Nikes and all that stuff. I just want to show you guys, kind of like highlight the height difference here. Very much in scale. You got Steph Curry and LeBron guarding him. LeBron could be a really good defender. Not anymore, maybe now these days, because he's older and he's reserving his energy and offense. But when he was in Miami, I'm surprised he never won any defensive player of the year. You know, it was just kind of like he was in the midst there, but other people were winning it before him. So that was unfortunate tick on his career. Hopefully, I think he got like a couple of more years, good years left in him. And, you know, the older he gets, Anthony Davis is gonna blossom, and hopefully he concentrates more on being a good defender, so at least he can win one. You know, he already has it all. MVPs, MVP champion, MVP, finals MVP, you know, all-star MVPs. That's one thing he has not accomplished yet. And I hope in his illustrious career he gets one eventually. And here are the Laker grades. I'm not even a Lakers fan, but, you know, you got to admit, man, Lakers gets all the big names. You got Kobe Bryant here, LeBron and Shaq. I just need Magic. I doubt Enterbay's going to do Magic because that's figure cool, which is also them. But you can see the difference of the jerseys here. Kobe's jersey, you know, so 2000, it's a little bit wider. The texture is different as well compared to it. Look, Kobe's older figure, so his like logo looks like iron-ons compared to Shaq and LeBron, which has a little bit more finesse to it, so to speak. It's kind of embossed a little bit, so it feels more premium. And as you can see, the fit of the jersey is different as well. Kobe's a bit more loose, but that's just, you know, how the style is back then. It's not indication of like Enterbay doing bad. It's just how jerseys were looking back in the, you know, 2000s or so, or 2010s. Now it's more like form-fitting, and that's just how it goes. And here he is right next to Mike getting dunked on. I'm telling you, man, I'm a Chicago guy. If you love LeBron, I like LeBron too, man. But yeah, I gotta do this, and most likely more. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that we got LeBron now on a proper 1/6, not the Miami ones, because the Miami ones, the jersey staining because it's white. It's not staining in terms of because it's the glue is showing up anytime that it's light colored. I hope it doesn't happen here because it's yellow and it's light color, but it's not white. So the glue seams is, you know, like showing up on that Miami LeBron even when I got it, so I gotta return it. Plus you add the fact that the staining, the black staining on the shorts, the elbow pads, I mean the shooting sleeves and all that stuff. So combination of both, I gotta return it. Plus the fact that I didn't really like LeBron James back then. But here we go, guys. This is what you're gonna get. You see all those championship trophies, some warm-up suits, and a championship t-shirt. It's all amazing. You know, the championship t-shirt is a nice touch. I mean, I don't really see myself displaying him in that pose. I got one for my Steph Curry, and I just did it for a photo shoot, and that's it. The biggest problem I have here is the price point and the fact that at that price, it comes with so little. Yes, the 4 championship trophies are great, but I'd rather have him come with one, because if he wins this year, it's not accurate anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate the gesture for this year, but I'd rather just have them one and give me a head sculpt or another shoe, so I can assemble another LeBron James. At least I can justify the $300 price point. If you're a huge LeBron James fan, I suggest you get this one. Although I feel like they're going to come up with a 2-pack before he retires, or maybe even, you know, like a 3-pack. I don't know, but I feel like they're going to do that. But it's $300. If you ask me which one is better deal, LeBron James Enterbay and a Hot Toys figure, I would say Hot Toys figure. You know, because dollar for dollar, you're going to get the most out of Hot Toys. But in here, unless you're a big basketball fan or LeBron James fan, I don't think you're getting your money's worth, even though it's a really beautiful figure. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and I will see you guys in the next video.